Hi kindergarten students and learning coaches. This video is to guide you through Literature and Comprehension, Unit 23, Lesson 6. This lesson is titled Review, the Amazing Sahara. The materials that you will need to complete this lesson include your Language Arts Lesson Guide, page LC 501 through 503. You will need your K-12 World Magazine, Amazing Places, page 20 through 29. And you will also need your Language Arts Activity Book, page LC 73. Please pause this recording as you collect your materials. All right, so now we are ready to begin, and we are going to start by reviewing our words to know. We have discussed these words over the past 2 lessons, so they should be pretty familiar for your student, but we are going to briefly review the definitions of each of these words. The first word we have is desert, and a desert is a large area of land where there is little water, little rain, and few plants. Dune. A dune is a hill of loose sand, and it's made by the wind blowing the sand. Our next vocabulary word is oasis. Oasis is a place in the desert that has fresh water where trees and plants grow. Another vocabulary word for this lesson is Sahara. The Sahara is the world's largest desert. And our last word to know for this lesson is spring. And this is not like the season of spring. A spring in this article is described as a place where water rises up from under the ground. Learning coaches, if your student is able, please ask your student to use each of these words in a sentence. You may also pause this recording to review these definitions with your student. Excellent job, friends. The next thing I would like for you to do is retell the article, The Amazing Sahara, to your learning coach. You can use the pictures as a guide, but I would like for you to retell the article and share with your learning coach the facts that you learned about the Amazing Sahara by reading this article. Please pause this recording and retell the story to your learning coach. You are doing an awesome job. I would like for you to get out your K-12 World Amazing Places. And if you open up the cover, you will see our table of contents, and we will be working with the Amazing Sahara on page 20. So please turn to that article in the magazine. The title is The Amazing Sahara. Now, if you will turn to page 22. Now look at this. On page 22, there's a picture of a frying pan. Why is there a picture of a frying pan? Let's think about this. There's an egg and you can see smoke coming off. Why do you think they put a picture of a frying pan? Well, they did this to show us that it gets really hot in the Sahara. Now, if you look on the next page, here we have the word cold, and you'll see there's lines curling off of the back of the word cold. Why is there a puff of wind? This is supposed to be wind. Why is there wind blowing off the word cold? This is to show that the Sahara is cold at night when the wind blows. If you remember back in reading the article, it talks about how the Sahara is the hottest place on earth, although at night it can get cold because of the wind. Now let's go back to looking at this frying pan. Why is the frying pan on red background? That's because the color red looks hot. Now here, if you look at the cold with the wind, they put that on a blue background, and that's because the color blue looks cold. Now we're going to turn the page onto page 24. And if you look down here at this picture, what does this help us understand? Here you see someone riding a bike, and it is just, you cannot see very clearly. Well, this is a picture of a sandstorm, and this picture is to help us understand what a sandstorm may look like. Now, when I look at this picture, it reminds me of sometimes when it's really, really foggy outside. If you've ever been riding down the road when it's foggy and it's hard to see and you can't really see through the fog, I would think that a sandstorm would be similar, except instead of fog, you see sand everywhere, and I bet it's hard to see in a sandstorm. So that's what I thought of when I saw this picture. Now let's look at page 27. Let's look right here. This sentence says that this animal is called a jerboa. How does the picture next to it help you understand what a jerboa is? Okay, this says this little fella is called a jerboa. How does this picture help us better understand what that is? Well, this picture shows that a jerboa it kind of looks like a mouse. Looks like a kind of mouse to me. So that picture helps us understand what a jerboa looks like, and it does look very similar to a mouse. Now we're going to turn to page 29. This is kind of hard because it's on a little bit of both pages, so I'm having a hard time getting this in my camera. I hope you can see that. Why did they put this picture in the article? Why do you think they put this picture in the article? There's people and they're sitting in the sand, and it shows a little shelter over here. They put this picture in here to show what it's like to live in the Sahara. And they wanted us to know that even though it's very hot and very dry in the Sahara, that people still live there. Great job, friends. Now I would like for you to get out your Language Arts Activity Book, page LC 73. And here you will see a cause and effect graphic organizer. Now, in our last lesson, we talked about cause and effect. We talked about the cause is what you do, and the effect is what happens. Okay? Now, here we have cause, and it says cause, strong winds blow in the Sahara. Now, over here on the right, you have effects, and there are 3 empty boxes. So you are going to decide what the 3, or there are more than 3, but just think of 3 effects that happen because strong winds blow in the Sahara. So the cause is strong winds blow in the Sahara. The effect, what happens? You are going to write 3 things that happened because strong winds blow in the Sahara. Please pause this recording and have your student complete the graphic organizer on page LC 73 of the Language Arts Activity Book. Excellent job. You are now ready to mark this lesson complete in the OLS. Please go to Literature and Comprehension, Unit 23, Lesson 6. On the left-hand side, you will click on the Lesson Navigator, and then you will click on Lesson Completion. You will mark the lesson complete and enter the attendance for today. Please remember to fill out the attendance survey that's located at the top of our kindergarten MIC. You will click on the survey link, and for the topic, you can put Literature and Comprehension, Unit 23, Lesson 6. I hope that this video was helpful. Have a wonderful day.